The inability to fire individuals identified as corrupt or incompetent within government agencies such as the VA, IRS, TSA, etc., is identified as a continuing problem. How would you propose solving that problem?
The Congress has got to pass laws that hold senior executives accountable for things that are done wrong. I mean, when Lois Lerner corrupts the approval system for activist groups, why is she allowed to retire? She ought to get no pension at all. You know, many of us who are businessmen have had to make tough decisions. Someone messes up in my organization, I don't want to fire anyone, but guess what? They get fired.
We do need to make sure that people are doing their jobs, and we absolutely have to make sure that we can do that. Probably one of the problems to me is with Washington that there are so many levels of government that government doesn't know who is doing their jobs, and to me we need to take off a few of those levels to make sure things are done on the state and local level so we the people can see who are doing their jobs, and I believe that will hold them more accountable.
Yeah, I agree with Carl. He's absolutely right. Pass laws, but you know, what happens to laws? They get lost in the shuffle. There's so many damn layers up there, you know, you can't keep track of them without an enormous scorecard. And yes, we need to keep them accountable. We need to have a business attitude in Washington. You know, it's our country that's at stake after all. And these people seem to have a lack of responsibility. Or perhaps they're selfish and they only care about themselves. But we need to have them care about you, about the citizens of our country. They need to care.
I think you said, well, Dr. Freeman, we need to have a business attitude. So let's ask ourselves, why does this occur? And I think there's an easy answer to this, and I heard it said very well. It said, the federal government is other people spending other people's money on other people. And that's not an inherently accountable system, and that's why this bureaucracy continues to exist. If we want to put an end to that, we have to do everything that we can to help return power to the states. That's where it was meant to be. The federal government was created by the people and not the other way around. And that's what we have to make sure we remember.
There's virtually no working person in the district, no small business owner in the district that keeps getting paid when they've done a bad job or haven't done the job at all. So accountability is at the core of it. And the second piece of it, though, is the bigger the bureaucracy gets, the more unaccountable it gets. And we can't be surprised when these things continue to happen as we grow the size of the bureaucracy. But Obama's proposed budget this year was $4.1 trillion. Can we really be surprised if we see it getting bigger and more bloated and less responsive? We need to shrink the size of the federal government. We need to send things back to the states. That's at the core of how we keep it more accountable.